We do all kinds of things. I can't tell you how many times I'm Dave and Todd is at a ambassador event, and he goes, "Hey Josh, go ahead and load some money up in their Paycor account. We need to spoil these ambassadors. We need to just give them a little bit extra love." So when you become an ambassador, you qualify for that trip. Our company is very giving. We are going to spoil. We are going to give you an incredible time, and then we're going to go to Louis Vuitton, and we're going to rent out a Louis Vuitton experience or something along those lines. You're going to go out there and go shop and buy something pretty incredible. And for some reason, all the women don't get tired of going to Louis Vuitton, Todd, at all. They,
Yeah.
they they always find something to buy. I feel like me personally, I'm a pretty laid back person. I could go to this one store once and I'm good. I don't need to go back ever again to go buy something like that at all. So,
And what's amazing, when you look at our ambassadors, they're in the top 1%
mhm.
of all lifestyles in the world because they have both time and money. And by the way, guys, in Europe, they're in the top 1% of all income earners. But in the world, they're in the top 1% of all lifestyles. Ambassador something, and I believe that's achievable and doable for anybody. Some people do it quickly. Some of you might take you 5 years, 6 years. But I believe that if you keep doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, you keep plugging in, every one of you can become an ambassador. Mr. David Hart made this unbelievably achievable. It's only 188 platinums in your left leg, 188 platinums in your right leg. Guys, that is a teeny tiny team for our industry. When you talk to veterans of this industry, they're usually like, hold on, you got to be, no way. You're telling me for 376 people, I can make 10 grand a month? They can't even believe that's the case. But these are all dynamic women. In fact, a great story, by the way, Ileana here on the screen, her husband, Ambassador Ben, so they have a double
Mhm.
ambassadorship. Well, after Barcelona, me and Gina went to Algarve, the World Tour property. We took the train to Lisbon. We had no idea that Ben and Eliana were going to be there. And so we ended up connecting with them. And then we ended up doing a meeting that night. And I didn't even know we had people in Portugal. No
I
idea.
love it. I
We did a
love it. That's so
meeting that
great.
night for about 17 people. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the power right there of this opportunity of this company. You're on your
Josh,
way going to a world tour.
click on the other ambassador. So let's talk about, Katerina out of Canada. She's gone through the fire to get to the level where she's at. And I'm so
She
proud of her.
has.
And I remember one night doing a conference call with her and her husband, got on the call, and man, she was determined. A four-star director saying, I'm going to be an ambassador. And she'd send me, I get emails from her and stuff. And I'm so proud of you, Katrina, if you're on the call tonight, for hitting that level of ambassador. You so deserve it. And your husband's been such a great support of you. And I know that this is just the beginning. So third ambassador, fourth ambassador, I guess, in Canada. So Danny, if you're listening in tonight, I spoke to him. He's in Jamaica on a world tour. But Danny, I know you're listening in tonight. So there's four ambassadors now in Canada. I know one day there'll be hundred ambassadors in
Oh
Canada
yeah,
as we
no
get going.
doubt.
So, and then the other ambassador on there too as well is Sarul. She goes by Christy. She's the first ambassador out of
Mongolia.
Mongolia,
Mongolia.
and she went ambassador in 2 months. And
2 months.
I think that's pretty much a record.
That's a
Uh,
record.
That doesn't even make sense. That's incredible. I
I mean,
love
when I was in network marketing for the first time, it took me 3 years to sponsor my first person. So,
it. And
of
it was
course,
it was your dog, right?
yeah, well, don't give away my secrets.
Yeah, right.
So,
But yeah, so of course, then now I'm gonna have to toot my horn, but then I've gone on to sponsor probably
There you
more
go.
than 800 people in my industry, in my time in the industry of network marketing. In fact, I got a Facebook message just the other day from a guy named Anthony. He messaged me and said, "Hey, you and I need to talk. I've been following you on Facebook, and I can't believe all the things that you got going on. This is a massive, successful business, and I need to know more." And he's quite an accomplished networker too. So that call is going to take place tomorrow. You never know who's watching, and one of the things you have to remember is when you're looking to recruit people, a lot of times the thing I think you most have to remember is that it's never about your timing. You always think, when you're brand new or you're struggling or you're getting out in the process and building a business. A lot of times people put the fault on themselves when somebody tells them no or they're just not ready. A lot of it's just timing. The key is to have many, many, many people that you're talking to all the time, and you never line out anybody that tells you no. And you'll find out that if they see you committed and excited and enthusiastic about the business, that there'll be opportunities for you to go back and talk to them about the business. And Todd, you're the master at that. You've done that many, many times. I've cracks me up. Todd's been here for 12 or 13 years, I guess, and he's recruited the same people over and over and over again because they get in because they're excited, but timing wasn't right or for whatever the reason. But then, 3, 4 years down the road, their timing could be right. And Todd, I don't think you ever closed the door on anybody.
No, in fact, I sponsored a guy today, Adam Havoc. Welcome aboard, Adam. Welcome back. He's coming back to the company, and the timing's better for him now. So just today, but you always keep in touch with people.
And to the evolution of our company, and for those of you that are brand new, you won't understand this statement as much, but we've never been so good as we are today. So when we first got started, we had 7 world tours. So for the entire year, your travel points, you had to wait a year before you could use them. Lots have changed since then. So welcome back, Adam. Glad that you're part of the company. And so what do we do here at Travorium? It's simple. People ask me, David, what do you do? I was at the gym today. I had to step out of basketball practice. I'm also a high school basketball coach, and one of the parents were there today. Great guy. He's like, David, so what is it that you do? Because I've been hearing about your company in the community and in church, and other parents are talking about you, and I see you drive up in a Porsche, and well, what's going on? And I'm like, well, it's real simple. I'm in the largest industry in the world. Everybody loves the industry that I'm in. He goes, well, what's the industry? I said, well, it's travel. He goes, oh yeah. And he goes, and I said, here's the gig. It's like everybody wants what we have, but it's not about selling. It's not about you buying our product and using our product. That's just kind of the byproduct of what we do. What we really do is we show other people how they can save money on travel, which allows you the ability to make money from showing other people how to save money. He's like, oh wow. He's like, just little conversations, and I just planted a seed. I'm walking out. I said, hey, I got to go do a Zoom call. I'll talk to you down the road. He says, yeah, we need to get together and talk about what you just shared with me. So, and whether we get together or not, I don't know. But if you're having little conversations with people all the time, everywhere you go, you know what you say to people, it's just a great message. It's just a great story that eventually your story is going to fall amongst the right people that say yes. And when they do, guess what? You're going to have the opportunity to partner with them, sponsor them in the business, show them how to be successful. So those are great things, in building our business. Those little things, doing that all the time, what makes a difference. And so, and if you crack up, you guys, if you to hang around Todd Strand, #1 income earner in our company, make over $1 million this year. He probably really doesn't need to sponsor anybody else. But like I hang out with him and his wife and my wife, we go out all the time. We're sitting out, having a little, what was it? The Tommy Bahamas place. And and brand new persons in our business, they're in our business sitting next to him and they're doing the thing. And next thing you know, Todd's over here talking to the waiter. He talks to everybody. If you hang around Todd Strand long enough, you'll see that he he turns over every stone. If you hang out with Igor, you'd see that Igor does that all the time as well. All the time. Danny Singawall, all the time. Deborah Taylor, I imagine she does it all the time. Cynthia Sly, all the time. There's just people that are out, when you're in the industry, you understand that your conversations that you're having with people, they're just little conversations, and you're just looking to create some kind of a spark, some kind of an interest for them to see if you pique their interest. If they bite on wanting to know more, if they don't, hey, you know what? Down the road, you probably smiled at them, said something to compliment them, and you're down the way. So, Josh, any words for you on final thoughts? There was a subject that we were talking about earlier. Well, I'm kind of throwing you out there on this pretty fast, but I know that you help our team in compliance all the time, and we've been having these conversations about social media and making the right kinds of posts on social media with our within the marketing. And just remember, guys, if you're going to show price on our services, you can't show the name of the hotel. If you're going to show the name of the hotel, you can't show the exact price. You can say, hey, I saved up to 70% on your stay. I had a victory today. I had to book a hotel room. Oh darn! It's my vacation part of my summer coming up here in the end of July, just before the conference, a couple of days. And we're heading out to Cabo, and I just booked the room. We're down there for 3 days, and the room cost me. Well, the reality is I saved $3,000 on my hotel booking. Three
Wow.
thousand dollars on my hotel booking.
That's incredible.
That's
I
two
gotta,
2 years worth of membership.
yeah, it's just I couldn't believe it. It came up. It was on Expedia. It was 3,400. I paid 1,280, so actually a little bit more than that. So I saved a ton of money on that. I guess 20. What is that? 1,280, 3,400 is what I said. So I guess $2,200, something like that. $2,200 savings on one booking for 3 days. And an amazing, and I'm staying at an amazing place. A 3-bedroom suite right on the ocean, big giant glass windows, jacuzzi outside on the deck. I mean, it's absolutely like penthouse, first class. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I said, "Oh my gosh, at this hotel, I couldn't hit the book button fast enough to get to stay there at that place." So, but there's all kinds of deals out there on our platform, and you just got to do a little bit of due diligence. I was looking yesterday and didn't see what I was looking for. I went back there, I looked this morning. Then I got sidetracked with some work I had to get completed. And then I went back on there about midday around lunch, and that popped up, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So it was, I guess, good math on that's 2,100 bucks savings, $2,200 savings on one booking for three days. So pretty amazing. Now maybe that hotel room is not something that you book all the time. It's not something that me and Adela book all the time, but it just happened to be the timing was right, and we
The
were
right
like,
time. That's right.
go ahead and take care of that. So, any final thoughts, Josh?
Well, I was going to go in the whole compliance side, but you went and said it all for me. So, final thoughts is that I'm excited to be here, excited about this opportunity. The growth of this company, where we were and where we are now, it's just a stepping stone. We are not finished. We are still going. We're still improving. Our product, our offering is absolutely incredible, and you are here at the right time.
Very good. Somebody do me a favor. Do you see two slides or one slide?
One slide.
One.
Got it right first time. Continue to share. All right. All right. So this is like I always have this picture up on my slides. Um, by the way, I mean this is Cabo San Lucas. We're going to be down there for 7 days at this place, and we paid $249 for 7 days, and we bought that was for 129 each room. We got two suites down there. So we got back sitting side by side suites, studio suites. And we're going to be down there for a week for 200 and I guess 59.90 or something is what we paid after I applied my points. And guys, I can call up Hilton and say, "Hey, we do a lot of business with Hilton," and talk to the VP of sales, and he most likely comp me that place. But I love to use our platform. I like to be a product of the product, and wonderful place down here in Cabo Azul. So when it pops up on your on the getaways, guys, take advantage of it. You know, the getaway platform is um, just a quick clarification on that. We get all that inventory. We don't pre-select the inventory. It comes into us as a feed, and we contract with two big suppliers, and we prepay them in advance, and we get great deals on this, and we pass those deals on to you guys. But some of this inventory is phenomenal. You just have to do your due diligence. And I tell people all the time, I go, if you want to stay at this place, and you want to do your due diligence, go check on our website at that same hotel and see if you still like the deal. If you like the deal, then do the deal. So um, Getaway platform is we've been setting records in reservation bookings in the thousands on the Getaway platform. So lots of use on that. We're excited about people using our product all over the world. Thousands of people are traveling on world tours, getaways on our travel sites. Last month, we had more than 7,000 bookings, reservations in all of our different platforms. So between the new platform, the travel site, the legacy travel site platform, the getaways, and the world tours, a company that size doing that many reservations tells you that the product makes sense in the marketplace. People like it because they're using it. All right, let's talk a little bit about the what happened. Just to recap, Josh did a great job talking about the numbers of the company and the rank advancements. 311 directors, 67 one-star directors, 17 two-star directors, 6 three-star directors, and 3 ambassadors in the company in the month of June. So those are by the numbers. Now, because we're a travel company, you have to understand a couple of things that, our product is travel. So when do most people travel? June, July, August. Well, our company, because so many people are traveling, has a tendency to slow down a little bit. They say in network marketing that in the months of July and December, those are the 2 slowest months in our industry. So in our industry, because people are traveling all the time in the summer times, I'm excited about the numbers that we have in our company. So we look at it by the numbers. 2,849 partners joined in the month of June alone. 78% growth over June over 2024 over 2025. Guys, that's like that bell curve is straight to the top. So those are phenomenal numbers. Lots of people being impacted in a positive way. Lots of rank advancements. Lots of people making money. If you spend time dissecting our compensation plan, you'll find out that it's a very generous compensation plan that people are making money in our company and building small teams and making money. So that's very much a positive. I want to kind of explain this new promotion that we have out right now. It's the comeback promotion. I know the flyers are going to be updated in the back office if they already aren't yet. I know that on the newsletter, they're working on a little bit better clarification in that. But the comeback promotion, this is where somebody that's been in our company and for whatever reason, they let their membership lapse, but they want to come back. All they have to do is go to Trevorium.com, click on the partner login. They enter their email. Once they enter their email, a screen comes up, it pops up, and they can fill out all of their information. It's going to sign them up on the Platinum membership. If they didn't have a Platinum membership before, they start with a Platinum membership, but they could downgrade to a Titanium if they feel more comfortable. I will tell you this, that 95% of our membership on the books, well, that's not true. 87% of our memberships on the books are Platinum memberships, but they could downgrade. It's $99, gets them access to their back office. They're going to go back in line with their upline sponsor. If their sponsors quit in the business, then they're going to go to the first active upline sponsor in their waiting room. And then from there, their sponsor can place them in the downline. They're going to get access to the travel sites, everything. They get access to see everything in their back office. We don't give them any travel points. The $99 pays for their partnership fee. The following month, when they make an auto ship payment, then they'll start earning travel points. I was looking in the back office today, and we had people that they came in at the partnership level, the comeback promotion, and they went and bought our promo pack and bought the 2,000 travel points right away to go on trips right away. So you can do that too if you don't want to wait to accumulate travel points. So they get the partnership, they go into the upline, the waiting room, they get positioned, and they're ready to go. So just to recap on this, if they've been in the business, they're going to go to their partner login page and they're going to punch in their email address. Once they put in their email address, then a page is going to come up for them to register. So that's how they do it in the back office. Okay. I think we're going to put in over 1,000 people in the comeback promotion based on the numbers that I'm seeing early in the month. It's still getting out there. And if the numbers are really good, I might extend it for a week to 2 weeks beyond the end of July. But it's definitely going to run the whole month of July for people. It's a great way for people to, our product's phenomenal. There's no travel club on the planet, no travel membership on the planet that has what we have. It just simply does not exist. I mean, if you look at all the different platforms that you get, if you're somebody that likes to travel and likes to do it first class and likes to do it on a 2-star budget, you've come to the right place and you have the right membership, not to mention the ability to have those travel points accumulate and then be able to use them either on getaways or one of our 150 plus world tours that you'll have access to over the next 12 months. So that's pretty powerful. We just came back. We were all in Europe for a few weeks and had a great time out there. We did our leadership conference, the Barcelona Leadership Conference, and it was a massive success. Both rooms were jam packed. We actually had a room set up for Russian speaking, our Slavic team in one room, packed with all kinds of leaders. People flew in from all over Europe. People were there from Kazakhstan, all kinds of leaders. It was actually very refreshing, very exciting. And then we in the bigger room was our French team and all the different ambassadors there, and just a phenomenal job. Our Spain team was in there as well, and it was I would say it would rank as one of the, if not the most successful leadership conference that we've done as of yet. So a lot of people walked away from feeling very excited, and we created those three beliefs: belief in the company, belief in the product, and belief in themselves. And then I think that's going to fail in comparison what you guys are going to see in Las Vegas. I'll talk a little bit more about that coming up. But our next conference in Europe will be in Paris, and it'll be in November. So details are coming for that event. We just had a great time. We have world tours out for the month of January. We're going to run 6 world tours in January, 6 world tours in February. This is the first month of us doing world tours in the months of January and February. So we basically this month we'll do in January we'll do two different world tours in the United States, 2 different world tours in Europe, and 2 different world tours in Central Asia. So we'll start with 6 this year, and then of course in 2027 we'll double it to 12 in January of 2027. So you guys are going to see more than 150 world tours in 2026, all over the world. Just incredible deals. So if you haven't been to your back office, click on the world tour page. Always be looking in back in the world tour pages. We're always adding stuff to that, making enhancements to that platform all the time. Our IT team, our tech team is incredible. The analytics that they put together and what they've been able to do. We've got a multi-million-dollar platform in the back end on our World Tour page. So great stuff there. Guys, what can I say? The leadership conference, the Ignite Your Business conference is coming before us. It's a race to Las Vegas, the 25th and 26th. It's going to be a phenomenal time. We've got an incredible event. I know it's going to be our best event ever that we have done since as we walk through that. So it's July 25th, 26th. Still time to get tickets. You got till July 11th. If you're a business builder, I'd say invest, buy some extra tickets, get your team to go, help your team to get there, ones that are struggling. It was an event like this that I made a decision to build in the industry of network marketing. For some of you know my story. For 3 years, I was out building in the industry, or thinking I was building the industry. I hadn't found any success. I was thinking about quitting the industry, and I decided to stay involved. And I made a decision. I said, I'm going to go to this event, and I'll make a decision whether or not I'm going to stay in network marketing or I'm going to get out and go in a different direction. And it was at that event that I made a mental decision that I was going to build the business. And I saw a lot of things at that event. I saw a company where I felt like I could win at. I saw people that were winning, and I felt like they were no better than me. And then I saw some people that became my mentors that I could listen to and take notes from and make what they were saying applicable in my building of my network marketing business. So don't take for granted these events. Magical things happen at events like this. People come alive. I know that there will be people at this event that are going to go ambassador because of this event. It's just kind of the law of the nature, I guess, or it is what it is, right? So we have some in the back office. You can see that we have a contest going on. If you got people that are coming to the event, and you can get status to a VIP status. I think the top status, we were going to have people in our suites for hors d'oeuvres. We're actually going to change that and let people come to the ambassador dinner on Thursday night, which is a huge upgrade compared to what we were going to do, which was let people come up into our suites and spend an hour with Adele and I and some of the other ambassadors. But we decided to let the people that qualify come to an ambassador dinner. I do believe, I think we spent $240 per person on the dinner at the ambassador dinner. That's going to be pretty, I don't know what the right word is, but definitely fancy, high end. So it's going to be very nice. So, hey, there's still time. Get your team to go. If you're a two-star director, you could make it. You can go. If you're a three-star, four-star director out there, I was looking at some of the lists today. Hey, you guys should be there. So you're going to be coming into it in that ambassador level. One of the things you have to understand about our comp plan is you can't earn any of the ambassador bonus pools if you don't go to uh, the national events in your country. So make sure that you're there at that event, that you get a ticket, that you show up. And if you show up, guess what? People on your team are going to show up, and that's being a leader, and that's important to do that. Another exciting news: we just added Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to the platform as World Tours. So go in the back office and look on the World Tour platform. It's a brand new World Tour that we just added, I think in the last 30 days. I was just looking at it today, like, my goodness, that's pretty cool. Let me get that up there. So easy to talk about our business and all the great things. Our staff does a phenomenal job at putting together the World Tours, and lots of great things coming, guys. And, if you understand residual income, how powerful it is. And it's not, this business, when you say well, what is residual income? The ability for you to make money, not based on you trading your own time to create that income. Whether you work for somebody, you're a high-level corporate person, you're a dentist, if you don't show up and you don't service your clients, you don't take care of your responsibilities of your corporation, or you don't show up to go to work and punch the hours, you don't get paid. Well, in network marketing, guess what, guys? You build it one time, you build it right, you inspire people, you create leadership below them, and they're building this business irregardless of what you do. Well, guess what? Because you're at the top and you've built the team and you've helped develop them and the people in their organization, all those sales filter up to you too. It filters to them, but it filters up to you, and you get a piece of that sale, and you get paid income irrespective of the hours that you put in the weeks to come. And what does that mean? That means that you have the ability to create time, you get the ability to create income, and it's not based on future time, it's based on what you previously did. And I think a lot of times people don't fully understand the power of that. We work 40 years of our lives, right? So that we can retire one day at age 63 or 67 or 65, whatever you decide to take your retirement check, your Social Security. And, for me, I think this year my Social Security check, I'll put in more money in Social Security fund than I'll probably pull out in this 1 year. I've been paying into it since I'm 59 years old. I've been paying into it. I've been an employer. I've been working for myself, paying into that since I'm 19, 20 years old. So, that's a long time, 39 years or something like that. I've been paying into Social Security, but this year alone, I'll put more money in Social Security than I'll probably take out for the rest of my life. So think about that crazy math. But you have the ability to go out just to the three-star director level. I build a business to three-star director, that would pay me more money than 40 years of what I would get from Social Security. So there's tons of benefit from building a residual-based income and having that. For some of you, I remember Deborah Taylor, when she first started, her goal was to go two-star director. That was it. So her goal was like, hey, I just want to be a two-star director, make $1,500 a month. That was her goal. And then her husband was like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and go two-star director too as well. He went two-star director, and they're both two-star directors, each making $1,500 a month. And she just kept going and building her business. And today she's an ambassador in the company, and her husband's a one-star ambassador and breaking all kinds of ambassadors below them, all kinds of residual-based income. And you never know where this business is going to take you. What you do know is that if you have the right attitude all the time, you're smiling, you're talking to people, you're positive about the business, you're thinking about happy thoughts, where it's going, you're always developing yourself, you're always working on becoming a better you. So the law of attraction takes over, and you can attract more people to you. good things can happen. And, you know, who knows the next 2 to 5 years what could take place. I just spent 39 years paying into Social Security. And three-star directors make more money than most people are going to get from their Social Security check. And we have people that, if it took you 3 to 5 years to go three-star director, would it be worth it? Absolutely. Well, guess what? If you can go three-star director, which is harder to do from 0 to 3-star director than it is to go from three-star director to ambassador, then you can go to ambassador in our company. And like we say, ambassadors are making, $10,000 a month in income as you go through the compensation plan. So, guys, here's an opportunity here. We're still very young, even though our company's 13 years doing business, and I still feel like we're scratching the scratch of the surface. A lot of people have not heard of us. Some people that were with us that have heard of us. We're different today than we were 5 years ago. Our offerings today have just improved dramatically. And we're a global company. So, and that should count for something and be important to you. If you're a business person, if you put on your entrepreneurial hat, you got to think like a businessman or a businesswoman and realize that, hey, we're a global opportunity. We're in 60 plus countries. We offer services in 4 different languages. I think we're closer to 70 countries that we do business. And I always just say 60 countries that we do business in. I mean, you might think, I don't know anybody outside of the United States. You know what? I didn't, or outside of the country you live in. Well, guys, guess what? I didn't know anybody outside of the United States personally. And I was the first network marketer that signed up in Trelorian. I was the first guy. I recruited Todd Strand, right? I've recruited well over 100 people to this company, right? So I didn't know anybody outside of this country, but this is what I do know. I know that our product attracts all kinds of people around the world. I know that because it's a global product in a market that's growing away from us, that there's opportunity here. I know that today in today's marketplace that people are looking for that side hustle. They're looking for a career change. They're looking for a different or a better way to create income. And those are the people that you're looking for. You're looking for those people that say, yeah, I want to have a lifestyle. I want to travel. And so you're going to create some customer base from doing that. And then you're going to find those people that are like, hey, you know what? I am one of those people. I am looking. I was thinking when I saw network marketing, I was already successful. I was making 6 figures a year back in the early 90s. That's like making $300,000 a year in today's world. I was already successful. I was in my 20s, owned a home, had nice cars, had great company. But I saw what I saw in network marketing made a lot of sense to me. So you might be thinking, well, I mean, who's really looking? You don't know who's looking. You give this business away to everybody. You share it with everybody, and you let them make the decision whether it makes sense for them or not. And then from that, you're going to run across those people that will make sense to. And so this business is all about having just little conversations with people all the time. I have no idea if something's going to happen with the guy that I spoke to today. But hey, just I piqued his interest enough. He said to me as I was leaving, hey, by the way, I'm going to sit down and have coffee with you at some time. Would you be open to doing that? I said, absolutely, we can do that sometime. And maybe we will or we won't. I'll see him again and then I'll prompt him and I say, hey, Matt, let me have your number. I want to text you. I'm going to shoot you over a video. It's like 10 minutes long. I want you to watch the video. Here's my website. And then I'll get back to you. And if there's some interest, hey, guess what? We'll sit down and talk. What did that take me to do it? Easy conversation at the beginning. I shook his hands. I talked about commonality, which was basketball. We talked about our boys playing ball. The next thing you know, it led into what he's doing now for work. I said, oh, you started a new job. We just walked through that process. And so what do you like best about that job? He says, well, I don't know. I just started it. So I said, wow, that's, and then I said something pivotal to him. I said, hey, because he's 50 years old. I said, man, you're starting over at 50. He goes, yeah, I'm kind of starting over at 50. I said, oh, I said, you know what? There's lots of opportunity. Don't think that at 50, you can't go make it happen. And next thing you know, he's like, well, yeah, I've been hearing about your business and things that you're doing from other people in town and some of the folks. And So we have we're gonna have an opportunity to sit down and talk and just little conversations. And from there, you know what? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But that's not for me to decide. What is for me to decide is to make that phone call and that connection with him, and then to share the business with him and let him decide whether it's for him or not. So you could have those types of conversations with people all day long, every day. And you just need to change your mindset, the way you think, how your conversations go. You don't need to pounce on people when you talk to them about this business. You don't have to do the hard close. You just have basic conversations with people. But if you do it regularly and you do it all the time, good things can come from that. Hey guys, so here we are. We're at the end. We're at the top of the hour. I hope you enjoyed this time. You know what? Put us on the calendar next Monday, the first Monday of every month. So the first Monday in the month of August, we'll be doing the corporate update call again. And on that call, guys, you know, if you're a leader in the business, you got some people on your downline, get them to make a commitment to put it on the calendar. We should be blowing these calls out, 800, 900, 1,000 people, maxing these calls out with the size of people that we have, the numbers of partners that we have in the United States. You know, make this call important. It's not so much about what you personally hear all the time, but it could be the one thing that you hear that makes the difference all the time.